Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Greg.
And I'm John.
We're going to watch today, requested by a few too many people. First one, A. Kapoor. Dude, honest trailers for Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. Smiley face. Right before we get to this, I just want to mention once more, I was in a pilot presentation of a thing called Ghost Hunter Diaries. I have a supporting role in it. I'm not the lead, but I strongly advise you watch it. Go over there now. Link in the description box. Be kind. Say I sent you. I love you. See how honest they are.
Oh boy, who knows?
From the magical mind of J.K. Rowling and the magical wallet of the Harry Potter Global Franchise Development Team comes a movie based on a real fake textbook, based on a fake real textbook, briefly mentioned in 2 real Harry Potter books. Boy, we are really scraping the bottom of the barrel here, aren't we? Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Long after J.K. ran out of novels, the world still craves more Potter. But Hermione is way too famous these days. Harry is literally farting around. And Ron is... Where is Ron anyway? Now, get ready for a 5-part prequel that isn't off to the best start. But who cares, man? Us Potterheads need a fix. Ugh, never mind. Maybe I'll go find my Patronus again. Look, I'm a salmon! That's... cool. Journey to the uptight repressed society of 1920s New York. But beneath the surface lies a magical world that's also really uptight and repressed. They've got their own uncreative slang.
The no match.
What?
No magic.
Their own muggle racism.
I know that you have rather backwards laws about relations with non-magic people.
And their own state-sponsored murder jacuzzis.
Don't that look good?
Can we go back to Hogwarts, please? Once upon a time, J.K. Rowling insisted on only using British actors. But now the franchise has come to America, and everyone is still British. Like Fancyland Newt Scamander, the latest of Eddie Redmayne's whisper mumblers.
That's weird. Wouldn't that be nice, Professor?
I will harvest that planet.
Don't you think this is okay?
He may not be charming, he may not be popular,
Well, none of us really fitted in at school.
but he is willing to lie to save his Pokemon at the cost of human lives.
Nothing in there is dangerous. These don't hurt my creatures. They aren't dangerous.
Meet his friend, come on.
They aren't dangerous.
Well, the first symptom would be flames out of his anus.
They aren't dangerous. They aren't dangerous. Please, they're not dangerous.
Newt's not alone in the big city. Move over, Ron, Draco, Snape, and Hermione, because there's a far less interesting gang in town, like the boring Tina Goldstein, the psychic Betty Boop, random John Voight family drama, and the actually likable Kowalski, a muggle who steals the show just by reacting to stuff.
He's so good.
Damn, that guy gives great face. So come along in a story that works well enough on its own, but isn't that promising as an intro to a franchise? Because while the whole world loved growing up with Harry Potter, we all know what happens when Johnny Depp plays a pale weirdo, and no one ever needs to see that again.
Good morning, Starshine.
Oh.
The Earth says hello.
Starring Eddie Redmayne talks to animals.
Come on, give me a smile.
The Pillsbury O-Face.
Oh.
True Horror, Season 2. Hermione. DTF, Scott Fitzgerald. We need to talk about Credence. Avada Kedavra. And fake monsters. He brought a zoo.
Rose in teapot.
Gee, if only there were a magic spell that could help you out in this situation. Hey, Screen Junkies, want to know even more about Fantastic Beasts and where to find them? Then click the box on the right for a guide to all the Easter eggs hidden in the movie. If you're still feeling honest,
I
click the
wondered
box on
about
the left
that.
to watch another awesome, honest
They
trailer.
ripped that movie apart.
Harry Potter, you must go to the
Yeah.
Shire and become a Jedi Knight so you can sit on the Iron Throne. Honest Trailers is filmed in front of an adorable live audience.
Aw.
Farm fresh butt nuggets for sale at your mom's house. I like pineapples on pizza. I honestly don't even know what's in my Sprite.
Oh yeah, dude, they tore that one a new one.
Good butt nugget always gets me. Yeah, yeah, they did. I mean, you know, they're gripes that I can't quite argue with. I mean,
Yeah.
I like that movie. Like, I enjoyed it, and will happily, I'll always happily return to the world of Harry Potter. I love that aesthetic, but it's not leaving me around like craving to see more. Fucking,
No, yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it too, but I
Fair
truthfully,
points.
I don't know the characters' names.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Ron, Harry, and Hermione.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, there's a much bigger built-in audience fan base, with the books already having been released before a movie came out. Or
Well,
some of
and
the
by
books.
design, there's not as much about these characters to begin with. These are
Yeah.
all new people that we would have to see 8 times in order
Yeah,
to
but
really
when-
form a strong connection like that.
When they're talking about, like, move over, Harry, Ron, Hermione, you're like, oh yeah, these guys are just nowhere near as interesting. I don't
in
find them.
comparison, yeah, it's like I would happily have them be side characters in one of these movies, but I'm not like, I gotta get back to their story. Although,
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of fell in love with her sister during this movie.
I know you did.
So like, I remember that performance, but
I didn't find that girl boring.
I didn't either. I liked
her.
I heard some people complain that, but I did. I thought she was good. I liked what she brought to it.
And Eddie Redmayne calling him out on the whisper thing.
Yeah.
It's like, he is a whisper doctor.
He does like to mumble that.
Yeah.
I like it when he does though. A lot of these things are fair points, and I'm like, yeah, I like that thing though.
What's
Although Dan Fogler,
that Fogler, man, he's the best.
he is the one thing about this movie that I thought was like truly like terrific. He just fucking nailed every scene he was in. Like, that's a character I would want to see again. Like, definitely, because of him.
He's signed off for part 2.
Okay, cool.
Even though the way it ends.
And
Spoiler.
I don't know. I liked everybody in this movie. I don't know how I feel about the Johnny Depp stuff.
I'm not worried about the Johnny Depp stuff.
I guess, yeah.
I feel like Johnny Depp will do a good job.
Yeah.
I doubt he'd do
hope-
a bad
hope
job.
so. I don't know if he'd do a bad job. I want him to do a Johnny Depp job.
Yeah.
And not just, kind of kooky.
Well, they're making fun of, like, the white makeup and stuff with Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
I like his Willy Wonka.
I do too, actually.
Yeah,
Like,
I think his Willy Wonka is really entertaining.
that movie is weird and surreal, but it's okay. Like, that's all right to me. Yeah, his Willy Wonka is like has no social skills, and it's great. He lives with Oompa Loompas.
Oh, but that bit though, when they kept
Not
cutting back and
dangerous.
forth to, they're not dangerous, and they kept showing how dangerous the beasts are.
Yeah,
It was great because that bit went on for a while. Because they're like, yeah, they are pretty dangerous creatures,
Do cause a fair amount of destruction there,
Yeah.
don't they? I do get what they mean by that. Is I do think if this is setting up like a franchise. See, I don't get what this franchise is supposed to be. So if we're just gonna follow Newt forever, like
Yeah.
it does. There's something about this story and the things that they're setting up that like don't command as much. Like I can't wait to see what happens with Grindelwald or whatever. It's like this guy seems like a real threat. It's like after defeating Voldemort, I almost feel like you need to do something better than just another big bad.
Yeah, totally.
But hey, this is funny. This is funny as hell.
I even like the bit about now they're in America, but everyone's still
Still
British.
British.
Yeah.
Hey,
Except for Dan Fogler.
dude, he showed
Muggle.
up.
Yeah.
He showed the fuck up,
Showed up to be American.
making us look good.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey guys, subscribe to Screen Junkies.
Subscribe to those screen junkies there.
They're good people.
They're
They're good
man.
peeps.
I like those guys.
Who's the
And
girl we met
gals.
yesterday? Danielle.
Danielle from Screen Junkies News. Hell
We
yeah.
met Danielle from Screen Junkies News. John's Reasons to Jerry on Instagram and Twitter. Social media manager at Blumhouse and the Real Rejects. Go watch that pilot presentation I was in. Ghost Hunter Diaries.